I cook one meal. I'm not a chef. I put a Band-Aid on. I'm not a doctor. But I suck one giant...
Bloody beers.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Bloody beers.
Blowing the froth off.
And welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebet. Sorry.
That is Klutz. I am Das. We are the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more than likely hear from the front bar at your local. Klutz, it's great to be back on this fine evening. Where are we, mate?
Mate, we're at the Caxton Hotel, as always. It's hot and it's horny, which it is most weeks and most days.
Exactly right. We're happy to be here. This is our Blowing the Froth Off podcast, where we hear from you guys, the Frothies. So if you want to get in touch, give us a call, leave us a message, tell us a joke or a funny story. You can do that by calling 0731033389 or hitting the link in our Instagram TikTok bio for the speak pipe.
Hectic. I was saying that in my head and I put the 33893103. So I did it the other way around.
Yeah, right. See, now I don't even, now I've got head noise and I don't know which one's right.
No, it's 31033389.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
well, check out Instagram anyway. Pretty funny. Someone actually commented on a clip from the oceanographer on TikTok today being like, how does this work? Did he just find your phone number and now constantly leaves you messages? Yeah. What's the context? And I was like, if you didn't actually listen to the show, it would be pretty confusing that we just have all these random voice messages.
Yeah, so it would be.
Shout out to anyone who leaves them for us. And shout out to that guy who's not a doctor.
Also, just Dior.
Yeah.
Jump on and find out what's happening at the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast.
Get to know us. We're great guys. Well, that's what we've been trying to tell people anyway. Should we get stuck into the first call, Josh?
Yeah, I think we should.
Bing, bing, ba, 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 ba. What's going on? Bum 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 bum. Say it.
Bing bing.
Can we just address the cunts who decide to park their fucking Suzuki Swifts, Toyota Opwas, and Nissan fucking Cubes like they're a huge fucking SUV? You're not. Move over. Fuck's sake. Some of us have places to be, people to see, and fish to fucking catch. Love ya.
I don't know why I found that call so funny when listening back, but fuck, it just was not what I was expecting at all from go to woe.
Yeah, we went from Crazy Frog to parking little cars.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, it does fuck me off.
Yep.
Particularly going around in the Clutterus.
Yep.
One of the longest vehicles in Brisbane.
Yep.
I think you could easily say.
Absolutely, yeah.
100%.
There's probably a few stretch Hummers out there, but we know that they're like in short supply. So.
Yeah, exactly. But this fucking Clutterus, she's got a bit of a longer tray on her.
Yeah. Got to be careful in the Caxton car park.
Got to be very careful in the Caxton car park.
Not to run into the bar or the huge pole that supports the big screen.
It's like that horse who shot the barman. It's like who ran into the barman.
No idea,
it's
man.
The Clutterus,
The
baby.
Clutterus, yeah.
And it's always coming up the rear.
Yeah, that's it.
So I find it so fucking annoying when you're trying to find a park and there's this little car it's a lot narrower as well. And it's just fucking hugging the line.
You know what's even more annoying is when you're in a car park, like at a shopping centre or something, and you think you've found a park and you pull up and it's a tiny little car.
Oh, I know. Actually, this reminds me, I saw something today on UQ Stalker Space. Throwing that back.
Yeah, that's a group I haven't heard of in a while.
Now,
For people who don't know, it's a Brisbane university. And you used to like post shit like who was the hot guy in the blue shirt and the mohawk.
And there used to be like love letters and shit like that on there. Yeah. But how's this? How's the fucking balls on this bloke to post this today? He's like, can't believe how disrespectful this is. Why would you park here? There's already limited motorcycle parking spaces on campus. I can't believe you do this to motorbikes. Someone got their push bike and tied it up to a pole in a motorbike car park. I was like, you can't believe how that would happen. Well, there's these things called cars, and they've got giant fucking car spaces that they're meant to park in, but you blokes on your motorbikes go and park in there. Yeah. It's not nice with the shoes on the other foot, is it, you dickhead? Honestly.
When the helmet's on the other head?
Yeah, when the helmet's on the other head. Your little head. Shout out to Wayne Bennett, who loves to think with his little head.
Yeah, that's it. Start thinking with your big head, bud.
Fucking oath. But I just thought that is so fucked that you think you have a leg to stand on about parking in car spaces. Now, if there's any people that drive motorbikes out there and you're outraged, well, go to bed with a mirror and wake the fuck up to yourselves.
Yep.
Okay?
And tie your bike up to a pole if you need to.
Yeah. I don't know, just park it anywhere else.
Oh, nice of Clutzy to blow off a bit of steam early. Let's
get a car, cunt.
Let's move on. Get a clutterus.
What's up, Das? What's up, Klutz? How are you, boys?
Good, Bailey. How are you?
I'm fucking fantastic.
That's what we like to hear.
I'm calling in this week because I listened to the podcast last week or whenever this comes out about hemorrhoids and how much pain that fucking sounds like.
Oh no.
What is the most painful experience you boys have ever been in? Mine would definitely be about 13, 14 years ago. I had a pair of twisted testicles, had surgery, laid on the couch. My young sister at the time decided she was upset because I was sitting on her side of the couch and decided to kick me right in the balls day after surgery. So what's the most amount of pain you've been in?
I actually cannot fathom what that would feel like.
That would suck.
Any man listening to this right now is probably has an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Because I'm just picturing what that would feel like, and it's not good.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
we were having a ball chat today at work.
Yeah.
One of our mates got some pretty shit news.
Yeah.
It's actually a nice reminder, gentlemen. I know we'll be going and doing it. Go get your nuts checked.
Yeah.
Like, we're only 28. One of our mates had a fucking tumour on his balls.
Yep.
So,
can happen to anyone.
Pretty fucking crazy. Go get your nuts checked. But
I think you can like check them yourself too. Like,
yeah, if there's irregularities.
Yeah.
But not tooting my own horn. I don't know if there's any irregularities because they're quite big.
It's everything else that's the problem.
It's like plums, yeah. It's like actually one of the boys, like, because the fella who it happened to was making some jokes about it, and one of the boys last night, he's like, yeah, man, had a similar thing. There was this weird little growth on my ball sack, so I went to the doctor to get it checked out, and he said, son, that's a penis. So I thought that was quite funny.
That was good.
But we were chatting about this today. Now, this isn't my own experience, but Dan that I work with said that when he was in like a teenager, it's proper fucked actually, but one of his balls just like became fucking huge. So went to the emergency room. He's like, it's so fucked. Like, mum takes me in. It's like, oh, one of his testicles is proper cooked. And he said that in the emergency room, there's an old man having a heart attack.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Jesus.
He gets rushed in past him. And he's like, what the fuck? And then he said this nurse comes in and is just playing with his nutsack for like an hour or 15 minutes. It was like, 15 minutes or an hour. And eventually, like, they untwisted or whatever. They got it all done.
Oh, so she like untwisted it.
Yeah, it's like just
the magic touch.
It's like keeping him out of pain or something. And I don't know. They didn't have to operate, but it was like doing all this shit.
This is making me sick in the stomach.
So fucked. But he's like, there's a guy having a heart attack.
Yeah.
What? And he's like, well, you're more important because you still get to reproduce. Like, this has to do with like reproducing and stuff. So like,
that's pretty hectic though.
And I was like, that's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Like, a man's nuts over a man's heart.
Yeah, that guy could be dead.
Yeah, but I think he's all right.
But I suppose also, like, he never had kids. Yeah, that'd be a tough dilemma.
His sister's boyfriend then had a similar pain, like, a couple of months later or something. And his sister was, like, on the bed doing the same thing. And that's right, yeah, after an hour, nothing had helped. So they went to the fucking doctor, and he's like, oh, like, my brother-in-law had the same thing. Pretty gnarly. They're like, yeah. And they went and had a look. They're like, dude, your appendix is about to burst.
Oh,
totally different thing.
Why did you miss his playing with his sack?
And I was like, oh, dude, your sister just played with his sack for an hour. I'm like, he'll be stoked.
Finally, some action.
I think
get a lot of work done in an hour.
Fucking oath. I think one of the worst things I've ever had happen.
59 minutes spare. Sorry.
One of the worst things, I've had a few bad things happen to me. Mainly when I was a kid. My first time I knocked myself out, I proper fucked myself. The brakes on my push bike broke and I couldn't stop. And it was just in my backyard, but I was zooming along and we just built this retaining wall and I've just gone bang straight into the retaining wall, over the handlebars, head first into the fucking thing, knocked myself out. That was pretty shit. There was another time that my dad and my granddad, my pop were knocking down a house out near Wivenhoe Dam.
Yeah.
Old house and shit. And they were like, don't come inside because you don't have shoes on. Like, you've just got thongs. But of course I wanted to go in there. I'm only 5 or 6 years old.
What'd you step on?
Didn't step on it. I went to lift my foot and I dragged my feet a lot. Yeah, and I kicked and this bit of fucking wood went straight in underneath the toes and straight in.
No.
So that was pretty cooked.
I didn't have really anything. Like, probably the worst pain I've ever had was when I fucking had that pinched nerve in my neck.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like an injury and all of a sudden I just woke up with like a throbbing arm.
Yeah.
The worst injury I probably had was when I did my AC joint playing touch. Thought it dislocated my shoulder. But yeah, that was probably about it.
Speaking of AC joints, that was fucked. I've done that as well.
Scary, hey? You like feel it pop and crack and then just pain. I was like, I've dislocated my shoulder.
I can't remember I can't remember the sensation or the feeling. It just hurt. It was actually that Australia Day party at Yazzie Lawrence's place where you shaved my head.
Yeah.
And I was trying to convince our mate Treg to come back and play footy.
Oh, yeah.
So I just kept doing run it straights with him. But I was the only one running the ball.
Yeah.
And he just kept fucking me up. I was like, come on. And then he just got like proper G'd up and he's fucking smashed me and we're on the side of a hill and then all our body weight has all gone onto my shoulder and it's just gone fucked. I was like, holy shit. And I just remember like sticking around for ages, but I should have gone home.
Yeah.
And my last memory of the party was being in so much pain, not being able to get up. Just if I ever see the 7 Wonders. I was trying to sing that song along with everyone on this deck. I was like, I'm going to go home.
Yeah. It's tough.
Woke up crying the next morning because I was in that much pain. I was
it's
like,
bad, eh? I couldn't move my arm for ages.
It's pretty fucked. I remember going into the emergency room and the receptionist was like, all right, lime scooter, what'd you do? I was like, nah. She's like, it wasn't a lime scooter. I was like, I was playing Run It Straight challenges on Hottest 100 Day yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you're done then. I was like, yeah really.
They must get so much of that after days.
So
like that.
bad. I just started at Miss K's as well.
The one up. Remember when I did my shoulder and you were at Miss K's with Caitlin? It was the first time I ever met her.
Yeah.
I was leaving and I tried to wave. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was leaving and you were like waving to me and I couldn't lift my arm up. So I was walking down like waving to Clutzy like the bloke from fucking Scary Movie.
It's my strong hand.
Wave with my strong hand. Anyway, let's move on.
Fuck.
Klutz, Das, Greenie the Pom here, and I'm on the pipe to dribble about the greatest game of all. That's right. Rugby league, mate. That's how you both are, but given it's the eve of Broncos v Storm facing off for a spot in the prelim, I reckon you're both pretty nervous. Now, speaking of nervous, the Wires have just announced the signing of Slamming Sam Burgess as our new head coach for 2024.
Holy shit.
Which I'm buzzing about, despite this being his first head coach's role. That in itself I'm not too nervous about, but given he's flying from Sydney, a.k.a. the land of the avocado seed up the arse, I'm concerned for the Warrington area, as I'm pretty sure our front row of Paul Vaughan's illegal barbecues are about to take a very interesting turn. Hopefully I'll get an invite. Can't wait. Up the Bronx, up the Wire, stay out of each other.
Oh, Greenie, good to hear from you, mate. That's a huge signing for them.
Massive
just quietly.
signing. Yeah. Because I saw he was leaving South, but I didn't know that he's going over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's huge, dude.
It's fucking massive.
Yeah.
Summer boy, he's gone.
Yeah, returning home to be a head coach. That's exciting.
That's
I wonder when the Super League kicks off. We should check because we're fully fledged Wire supporters now.
Yeah,
you and I. So
we've got to get jerseys.
Get behind them. Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
It's a team we can both get around, which is nice.
For one. Yeah. But shout out Greenie, mate. Always lovely to hear your voice.
I didn't know Paul Vaughan was over there either.
Neither did I. But yeah, watch out for those barbecues, mate. They can get out of hand.
Definitely watch out for those avocados.
Yeah, 100%.
Particularly when they're coming out of an arsehole, the velocity is fucked.
Especially the Haas ones, they're really wide.
It's actually it's pretty. Didn't want to announce it, but Donnie actually broke a couple of windows up here the other day. He got too excited and laughed that hard that a fucking avocado seed flew out of his ass and shattered the window.
Hopefully Sterling's not listening because we haven't told him yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's why the Jeeps jersey's over it.
Keep that between us. Let's move on.
Das, Klutz. I just got a thought, right? So I'm at Morayfield at a party. I went and took a shit, right? And I was just thinking, do I have a fucked arsehole? Or is like, every time I go to somebody's house and I take a shit, I have to use that fucked brush because I leave skittish everywhere, it comes. It's fucked. Surely Clutch knows what I'm talking about, mate. It's fucked up. You know that brush that sits on the side of the toilets, and
we know the brush.
Everyone fucking hates using it. You don't know whether to flush and then scrub or scrub and flush. You know what I'm talking about. Fucking give me opinions, mate.
Fucking
fucked. I hate it. Cheers, boys. Heaps and cheeks, whatever the fuck it is.
I love that. Dude, you know what? But I understand the giggle because it's so fucking fun. Dude, there's sometimes you do it and it's like, how did it get that high?
Yeah.
Like, how is this a thing?
Yeah.
Well, how is it so sticky it's not flushing off?
But other days it's not as well. Like,
yeah, other days
how
it's
can
perfect.
it vary so much? Probably because we're pigs.
And also, I think using the brush is like, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing at all.
Nah, it's a good thing.
I think it's great.
If
and
you
it shows,
need to use it and you
it shows
don't,
you've been brought up correctly as well.
I will flush and brush at the same time.
Yeah. Because otherwise you get a bit of shit on there.
Yeah, which you don't want.
Which is really fun.
I'll often even double flush and just run the brush under the second flush to clean it off.
100%.
You know what's so bad though when you take it out and it drips on the floor? You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
What do we do with that?
I just get so much head noise about leaving shit on the brush. You know? Like particularly when you go over to your misso's place and it's just two girls living there.
Yeah.
Fuck, one of her old roommates used to be terrible at not scrubbing.
I hate
so
that.
thank fuck I didn't have to, like when I was over there, Caitlin wasn't sharing that bathroom.
Yeah.
Because those skitties were cooked.
Baked on, bro.
I was like, how does that come out of you, cunt? And how are you not, like, how do you not have head noise about everyone seeing
there.
your douche?
Yeah.
It's like, imagine if you brought someone home.
Yeah.
Hey, bathroom's over there.
Yeah.
I've just come
By the
out
way,
of
it's
it.
covered in shit.
You've just come out of that? Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking
I'll be off.
coming out of you. See you, cunt.
See you never.
Yeah.
Oh, let's move on.
All right. I was just at my mate's place down at college, like uni accommodation, and I was enlightened by the fact that they do sink pisses. And living at home, this is a bit foreign to me, but I want to know if it's play on or not. Like, I can understand coming back from a night out and you don't want to walk like 10, 15 metres down to like the communal pisser, but knowing where you brush your teeth, where you're going to piss from, kind of disgusting. I want to know your thoughts. And this is kind of like an aggressive hang-up.
Good to hear an aggressive hang-up. It's been a
Very,
while.
very good to hear it. I don't think it's play on.
No.
I have a few things that I hate. Now, this is I think I definitely have spoken about my hate for like fluids, bodily fluids from the mouth in particular.
Yep.
Sinks, I hate it when I see someone spit in a sink.
Yeah, right. Like, what about even toothpaste spit?
That's fine because
Okay.
I associate that with clean.
But you're
you
talking
know
about
when you're in a
someone's
public toilet and then someone's just gone,
I hate that too.
and then you're about to wash your hands. You're about to wash your hands there. It's like,
that is
it's
right.
fucked. Now, the thing with the sink piss, particularly when it's communal, I don't know if you guys are privy to under your sinks, but you got your little fucking trap.
I think though what's happening is they've got a sink. It's sort of like a dorm setup, so they've got a sink in their bedroom, which is just theirs, but the pisser must be communal.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, maybe that doesn't make sense because why would they have a sink and no toilet?
Yeah. See,
Anyway.
I think you'd have sinks along the hallway.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe they've got a kitchen in their area, but no pisser.
But no pisser. Fuck. Look, if it's your own area, I still think it's a bit gross.
Yeah.
I still think it's a bit fucked because if you're a uni student, I'm just going to go out on a limb there and say you're not cleaning that sink often.
No, fuck no.
It doesn't matter.
And also, you're probably drinking piss a lot. So,
Yeah.
like, you'd be pissing in the sink a lot.
Yeah, heaps.
Yeah, it's not a one-off thing.
And the fucked thing is that sinks have your little trap. So, yes, obviously the pressure does push the water out, but let's say you don't turn on the tap afterwards. There's a good chance
It's
that
just
if
sitting
you're a
in the
hungover
pipes.
uni student that's being a piece of shit the next day, you've just got piss boiling in your sink.
Yuck.
Imagine that.
Dude, the first time I ever went to my old local pub, the Eddie, when I turned 18, first night there having a beer, I walked into the bathroom and some dude was so blind, he'd clogged the plug with paper towel and then filled the sink up with piss.
Oh my God.
It's the first thing I ever saw.
Wow.
It's great.
And you went back every day.
Yeah, I love that place.
It is fucking awesome.
Oh, I'm going to put it forward as a punk club location soon.
Dude, we
Go back
have to
the
do
Eddie.
that.
Yeah.
We have to go to the Eddie.
Fucking unbelievable.
It's an elite punting room.
It actually is. Good
So
tap.
good.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Fellas, how are we? Yeah, good, thanks. Nice one. Just an observation. Does anyone reckon that Dars has been to Bali recently? Just asking for a mate.
I apologise profusely.
Oh, that is so funny.
Apologise profusely.
That is so good.
I heard that today. I was like,
I'm glad you left that in there. That's so good.
Yeah, it would have been easy for me just to leave that out and dodge that bullet. But yeah, look, apologies for the Bali content.
That's all right.
Just survived an earthquake, no big deal.
Exactly. A big one.
Yeah, proper one. Yeah. Slept through it.
Yeah, can sleep through earthquakes, but not thunderstorms.
My barber today was like, did you hear that thunderstorm last week? Like, yeah, man. That was an earthquake.
Fuck,
that's the first time he's ever felt his house shake.
Actually, just on that as well, we didn't really speak much about the debate with the hair.
No.
Afterwards, what was your barber's view on that?
Pissing himself.
Loved it.
Yeah, he said to me today that I wasn't expecting him to sit down and ask for the exact same thing either. Because I didn't realize he sold the barbershop.
Yeah.
But he also handed over the Instagram account, so he didn't see that until like a week later.
Right.
Didn't see the clip. Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
but
so
yeah, he
funny.
was pissing himself.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So shout out to the notorious barbershop at Banyo. There you go, free plug. Get
Free
around
plug there. Doesn't happen often.
He's an Irishman and a great man, so book in with him and ask for something similar. Let's move on.
Actually,
Danger Dar.
Sorry, can you imagine that?
People,
we started a trend.
I want someone to. That's actually a good shout. If you live in Brisbane on the north side, go to the notorious barbershop at Banyo and be like, I want something similar to Klutz and Dars, and see what they say.
And see what happens.
Got to book in with Ryan because Alistair, the other dude, probably won't know what you're talking about, but Ryan will.
But if you go in and just ask for something similar
and send us a photo because we want to see it.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
Bundy
hilarious.
Dribbler, we're talking to you specifically.
Yes. I hope Bundy still listens. I actually don't know if he does. Bundy also, reach out if you do still listen.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. And Tim Wang.
Yeah.
Let's move on. That's a proper OG.
Shout out to Laura Graham.
Yeah.
Danger Das and Clutzy the Clown. Top of the morning to you from Connor the Cunt. Now, boys, I've got a few little quick things to get through here, so much like my cock, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. First of all, I'd like to give a thanks to the oceanographer for being the inspiration to provide an educational segment on the last Frothiline potty. Glad to hear you guys enjoyed that, particularly the squeamishness of Klutzy. So if any of the scat subjects come up in the future that I feel warrant some education, I will endeavour to provide it. Secondly, boys, I have finally moved into the new house, and as agreed on the podcast a month ago, I christened my house with one of the most heinous shits of my life. After having a night out with the boys and a poker night, I returned home, ordered a fuck-off lot pizza from Domino's with extra toppings and a loaf of garlic bread, and smashed it all in about 20 minutes. The shit I took in the morning, boys, I can only describe as getting a prostate exam from Shaq, and he is 2 fingers in and knuckle deep. So that was fun, but the best part of it was when I finished, it was a no wiper, boys. So yeah, there's an update for you. Fucking brilliant. Anyway, boys, it's early, so I've got to get to work, so I'll leave you with that. And always remember, boys, keep your drink stiff, your dick stiffer, and if you... Peace.
Fuck. Jesus.
Glad to hear the shit went well, mate.
Yeah, fuck. Jesus Christ. That is a bold no wipe, though.
Yeah, fucking oath. Especially, he's added extra toppings to the lot, which is
my God.
hard
Now,
to believe.
I'd just like to say 20 minutes to do a pizza and a side.
Yep.
It's got me a bit nervous.
Yep.
Fuck.
You got to do 5 of them.
Jesus.
Well, 5 pizzas and 1 other side, but...
That's it. Yeah, fuck.
Like, in that time frame, you know what I mean? If they're 20 minutes each, you should bowl it over, but we all know that it's going to get hard.
It's going to get very, very hard.
Yep. If you're listening to this, I would have already run my marathon too. We're pre-recording.
The 30th
I'm going
slice
to
and really hit a wall, I think.
Yeah. The 30 slice wall, that's what they say. Yeah. Let's keep it moving along.
All right, boys. Big Willie here from Wolverhampton in England. How you doing? You all right?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks for asking. I'm going to sound like a right fat cunt here, but I'm just wondering, what is the most takeaways you've had in one day or in one sitting. So I was on my stag do a couple of weeks ago in Cardiff, and I had a full English in the morning for breakfast, which I didn't really eat much of anyway, to be fair, because I was absolutely fucked from the night before. And then for lunch, we went to Five Guys, and I had 2 burgers from Five Guys, because they always give you too many chips, so I thought, I'll have fucking 2 burgers instead. And then the night went on, and then we went to Wingstop at about midnight, and had a fuckload of hot wings, and carried on drinking. And then on the way back, thought, fuck it, we'll get to Taco Bell as well. So I had about 3 burritos from Taco Bell. Oh man, I'm such a fat fucker. Anyway, let me know how many takeaways you've had in one day.
Jesus.
It's a big effort.
Fuck. My Macca's days, I definitely would have had some big ones there.
Yeah, I can't think of anything specifically.
What was fucked is at one point at Macca's, what was it? When I was at Arana, see his little manager coat, I'd just be like, double cheeseburger, boom, get it put through, wait for it to come up, have that.
Yeah, bang.
Just put through whatever you want.
Yeah.
It was fucked. It was so fucked.
So dangerous. Don't you have a card from Jeeps as well where you get $20 every day to spend there or something?
Not me. That's like the
Prem grade,
which technically shouldn't happen for 6th grade.
So dumb. It should be the opposite.
It's fucked.
You do not want Prem grade boys spending $20 a day on Macca's.
Yeah, man.
That'd be good for some coffee and shit.
Heard some very interesting stories about the use of that card.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, won't go into it.
Yeah, okay. I've definitely done at least 2. Like I'm thinking about like post Splendor and stuff.
Oh, dude, I've easily done Macca's breakfast, lunch, and dinner before.
Yeah.
And then, dude, the worst. You do breakfast, lunch, dinner, you go out on the piss, and then you grab
Get something on the way
kebab
home.
or Macca's or both on the way home.
Even Domino's, having Domino's for dinner, going out and getting it, like eating it in the morning when you wake up. Done that more times than I could count.
Do you know something that I'm like, I wouldn't say ashamed of, but just saddened that I do too often?
What?
When I go out, we've had dinner. So you've had a really nice dinner.
Yeah.
And you might go out for a couple of drinks or whatever, and you keep drinking. I always get hungry when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
And I just end up buying Macca's or some shit like that. I'm like, I've just spent X amount of dollars on a really nice meal.
Yep.
And now I've just spent fucking $20, $30 on Macca's.
On Macca's, yeah. Which I didn't need at all.
And now I feel fucked.
Yep. Story of my life.
Yeah, not good.
Making me hungry though, all this chat.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Hey lads, how are you? Firstly,
well, thanks.
Good ball. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Brilliantly
I just wanted to call up for a funny sea monkey story. So I reckon I've just been told this about when I was 2 years old. Obviously, my brother's been given some sea monkeys or something like that, and they thought, you know what, it's a good idea to just leave them sitting there on the bathroom bench. Anyway, me being the adventurous 2-year-old little cunt I was, I thought they looked like a pretty tasty drink, and I drank the cunts. So yeah, that happened. Pretty interesting. For your ones, I just wanted to reference South Park's episode where Cartman goes and buys a bunch of sea monkeys and creates them into a super colony. Now, I would recommend watching this highly. Anyway, basically, short story is buys a bunch of sea monkeys, gets about 2 gallons of cum, adds it to the tank, creates super colonies, and they fight each other. Anyway, so I reckon they would be giving the ants and the apes a fucking run for their money. So check that one out, lads. Anyway, love your work and stay out of each other.
Sea monkeys love structure.
Fucking that is, God... That is one of the all-time episodes. I have to go back and rewatch that one.
I haven't seen it. I knew you'd like that.
That is fucking good. But
Imagine
it also
drinking
reminds me of
sea monkeys,
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Remember when they had that little fucking Bart has that little like colony? Or Lisa's growing that little colony or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like sentient life. Bart creates them as well, and they have like full wars and shit like that. That's what I want them to be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think I could do it.
Take them to the next level. Yeah. Pretty crazy that guy's got like instant hatch Nevada shrimp swimming around in his guts as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking wild.
Imagine pissing out shrimp.
I wonder if now that this is going to be so fucked, but now that this seed's planted in our head, it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
We get real blind here one night and drink the sea monkeys. Like imagine Magic Round next. Imagine Magic Round next year when Maggot and I'm like, Clutzy, let's have a swig.
It's time.
Let's have a swig.
Dad, no.
Oh, that would be a noisy fucking wake up the next day, wouldn't it?
I'd feel
What happened last
sick.
night? Oh, Clutzy drank the sea monkeys.
I don't think I could do it to him.
Yeah, no.
Be like Homer Simpson with Shrimpy.
Let's hope it never comes.
Shrimpy, no. You
Okay.
can cry while doing it because it tastes delicious.
The final call. Let's get into it.
Coach, Stars, how's it going?
Good ball, how are you?
Not too bad, man, not too bad. Calling all the way from Ireland here. I was just watching the Aussie game. Easy win for you boys today. Ireland had a great win again today. Keep up the good work, boys. Love listening to the pod. Keep getting the merch in. Gonna buy it all. Love you, boys. Have a good one.
Thank you very much for that, mate.
Thanks for the call, yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking crazy that there's people in Ireland listening to the podcast.
Yeah, that's
and
fucked.
buying merch. Actually, thank you to everyone who bought some merch.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. It's all the orders at the time of recording have been sent out, so people are starting to receive it. So make sure if you've got some, you tag us in a pic or send it to us so we can say thank you and reshare any pics because we really appreciate it. And we really appreciate everyone listening, especially the people overseas, because that's just wild to us that there's people on the other side of the world fucking listening.
We want to know where you all are.
We do.
We want to find the scattest place that someone's listening to us. So we've got the speak pipe now on Instagram. So go to there and send us a call and just be like, I'm
in
from
Scandinavia.
Here. Yeah.
But also, if you're listening to
from
this
Brisbane.
and you've made it this far, you must be a true fan of the show. So if you're in Brisbane, if you're in Australia, if you're in Ireland, if you're in London, wherever you are, fucking put a thing up. Show us where you're listening from. Tag us. We want to see how far our seed has spread.
Pretty fucked. The call that we had from Jack from Canada the other day, a
Yeah.
friend of mine that's living over in Banff at the moment is on the community page over there. And our clip has been shared in the Banff community page.
Wild. So
about a guy
wild.
taking a shit
in Canada.
Yeah,
in the
when
woods.
it's cold. The worst shit he ever did.
So we we love the overseas presence. We love everyone in Australia too. So make sure you take a photo of where you're listening from and let us know because we want to see. But thank you all for listening. See you on Wednesday. I'll have my marathon results and Clutzy can begin to sweat about the tattoo he's going to get because I'm not losing.
I already am.
Bye for now.
Bye.